Professor Dhruv Jyoti, distinguished panelists, my colleague Sri Abhijit Chakrabarti, Joint Secretary at ICWA, Dr. Prabir Dey, RIS, Sri Sabyasachi Mukherjee, my dear friend from ASEAN Confluence, distinguished professors, students from SNU and from other universities, presenting the initiatives that we have taken to enhance intra-BIMSTEC trade. And I'm not an expert like Dr. During our training, we used to have extensive debates about the end of Cold War and the emergence of a new world order. Now, 35 years later, we are witnessing end of that international order, and we are still not sure what kind of new international order would emerge. We'll see. It's for students with a disruption in supply of oil and gas from the Gulf countries, which will have cascading impact on global trade and other sectors of global economy. The war in Gulf region has impacted adversely the countries both in South Asia and Southeast Asia, including India and other 6 BIMSTEC member states. As I noted, international rules-based order has broken down. International laws, including international trade laws, are being violated, and trade protectionism has grown globally. Hopefully, the forthcoming 14th Ministerial Conference of WTO should be able to deal with some of the challenges confronting the international trade system. With global multilateralism under stress, due to downsizing of various UN and international organizations on account of the financial constraints that they are facing, the salience of other ways of multilateralism, what we call plurilateralism, regional multilateralism, and minilateralism has grown. Regional organizations like BIMSTEC are being seen as the best available platforms to forge cooperation among the countries of a region like Bay of Bengal. Why so? Because regional organizations bring together a small number of countries from a region which faces shared security and developmental challenges, and which they realize that they cannot deal with alone. Hence, they are inclined to work together, to cooperate to deal with those challenges. Also, regional organizations at times are more effective and efficient due to their small membership, which makes it easy for them to build consensus and find acceptable solutions. Also, regional organizations are not impacted in the same way by the global crisis as the global multilateral organizations. The BIMSTEC member states, and Dr. Prabir Dey spoke extensively about some of the points which I am going to make, located adjacent and close to Bay of Bengal, the largest bay of the world, face similar developmental and transnational security challenges. Also, countries of our region realize that they cannot deal with these challenges alone. Hence, they have been keen to forge cooperation under BIMSTEC. Their shared civilizational legacies, historical experiences, and cultural linkages provide a strong foundation for cooperation, both bilaterally and regionally. Although many of you would be very familiar with BIMSTEC, but as its Secretary General, let me speak briefly about the evolution of BIMSTEC. In 1997, when it was founded, it was conceived as a platform which will facilitate cooperation among the countries of South Asia and Southeast Asia. If you would recall, at that time, countries from South Asia are looking towards it. India has Look East policy, and at the same time, countries from Southeast Asia were also keen to forge cooperation with countries from South Asia, and hence BIMSTEC was conceived as a platform to bring together the two regions. And when Myanmar joined, then we had actually two countries from Southeast Asia and three from South Asia working together on this platform. Subsequently, Nepal and Bhutan also joined, and that's how in 2004, BIMSTEC was given a geographical connotation, Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Cooperation. During past almost 29 years of its existence, BIMSTEC has made some progress. What I have realized that many of significant progress made by BIMSTEC is not well known because there hasn't been much focus on highlighting that. As Dr. Day mentioned, we have our own charter which provides us with international legal personality that we can enter with MOUs and agreements with other countries and international organizations.